Panama City offers all the comforts and glamour of a modern city, but it's also done a fantastic job of preserving its historical areas and attractions. Gleaming high-rise towers, a world-class airport, and fast-moving expressways stand in stark contrast to the slower pace of the historical center. Many of the city's top tourist attractions are located in Casco Viejo, the UNESCO World Heritage designated Old Town. Here, narrow streets lined with old architecture provide a glimpse into the past, while offering amenities like restaurants, hotels, and shops. Casco Viejo should not be confused with the original city at Panama Viejo, an area with a few remaining, mostly non-restored ruins. Although it takes more imagination to visualize what used to be here, a trip to the site is still worthwhile. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll tell you about the 10 best places to visit in Panama City. So without further ado, let's dive in. 1. See the Panama Canal. A visit to Panama City is not complete without seeing the famous Panama Canal. Depending on your level of interest and the amount of time you have available, you can either take a boat tour to the canal or see the locks from a viewing platform on shore. If you're only interested in seeing the locks, head to the Miraflores Visitor Center, where you'll find a museum, multiple viewing platforms over the Miraflores locks, and a restaurant offering the same outstanding view. Also on the grounds is an IMAX theater, separate admission fee. Be sure to arrive between 9 and 11 a.m. or 3 and 5 p.m. when the ships tend to transit the locks. If you are staying in Panama City and want to watch the ships coming and going from the canal, the Radisson Hotel Panama Canal is a lovely hotel at the mouth of the canal. You can book a room with a balcony overlooking the entrance to the Panama Canal and watch the ships coming and going. The hotel also has a beautiful pool and is set in a quiet neighborhood, offering a pleasant retreat from the city. 2. Stroll the historic streets of Casco Viejo. The most enchanting area of Panama City is Casco Viejo, the Old Town. It was founded in 1671 after the original city, about 7 kilometers up the coast, was ransacked by the marauding Captain Morgan. While the Old Town is actually a mix of old ruins and not quite as old architecture, you can still find some impressive buildings here that date to the late 17th century. Casco Viejo was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2003, and since then, the area has evolved from a former urban slum to the city's central showpiece. Today, visitors come here to wander the narrow streets, shop, and capture some great pictures of this historical oasis. At night, after the heat of the day starts to recede, the area of Panama City comes alive with people. Step out into the sultry evening air and enjoy dining under the lights of an ancient ruin and take in a bit of nightlife. Lesseps Bistro Cafe is an excellent, dependable French restaurant in the Old City, open for lunch or dinner. 3. Visit historic Panama Viejo. Panama Viejo is the original site where the city was founded in 1519. Located about a 15 to 20 minute drive from the city towards Tocumen International Airport, this historical site is worth the effort to visit. The 14 remaining ruins are spread out over an area of about 1.5 kilometers long. The Museo de Sitio Panama Viejo is a perfect place to start your visit, where you can view a scale model of the ruins to gain perspective on what was once at the site. The best historical structures are the churches, including the Cathedral de Nuestra Señora de la Asunción, dating from 1619, the Iglesia y Convento de San Francisco, and the Iglesia de San Jose, noted for its vaulted side chapels. 4. Plaza de la Independencia and Cathedral Metropolitana, Casco Viejo. As you wander the old city, chances are you'll end up at the Plaza de la Independencia, also called Plaza Mayor or Plaza de la Cathedral. The park celebrates Panama declaring independence from Colombia in November 1903. On one side of the plaza is the imposing Cathedral Metropolitana, dating from 1688, home of the Archdiocese of Panama. In the center of the plaza, you'll find benches beneath large trees and a lovely white octagonal shelter, where people come to sit and visit. It's also handy for sudden downpours. The plaza is an ideal place to get dropped off or picked up by taxi or Uber, since the streets are wide, unlike the other areas of the old city. 5. Iglesia y Convento de la Compañía de Jesús, Casco Viejo. Dating from 1741, all that remains of this convent and church are towering walls and arches. Nonetheless, it is a central landmark and one of the most impressive and most photographed sites in the old town. The site is a quiet escape from the city, and the walls and nooks provide some shade from Panama's intense sun and heat. At night, floodlights illuminate the structure, creating a dramatic setting. Look closely at the walls to see an assortment of seashells found in the surrounding waters. 6. Iglesia y Convento de Santo Domingo, Casco Viejo. This well-preserved site consists of walls and arches, including one unique flat arch which was reportedly installed to help with acoustics. Located on the same property adjoining the ruins, it is the Museo de Arte Religioso Colonial, displaying a collection of artworks dating from the 16th century. In the evening, the restaurant across the street sets up tables and chairs in front of the ruins, and the area becomes a perfect spot to stop and soak up the scenery. 7. Wander through Paseo de las Povedas and Plaza de Francia, Casco Viejo. For souvenir shopping, Lover's Lane is a good place to start. Located at the southern end of Casco Viejo, this walkway along the old seawall is lined with numerous tables of vendors selling interesting items, ranging from license plates right through to indigenous artwork and crafts. Covered with bougainvillea and set along the ocean front, this area is a welcome respite from the sun and heat of the inner streets. It is also a great place to snap a photo of the glimmering glass towers of downtown Panama City further down the shore. If you keep walking past the vendors, you will eventually end up at Plaza de Francia, a small park and monument celebrating the historical relationship between Panama and France. 8. Panama Canal Museum, Casco Viejo. Housed in a wonderfully restored building dating from 1874, which was once Panama City's main post office, is the Panama Canal Museum. Fascinating displays showcase the development of the canal over the years, beginning with the attempts made by France, which were later abandoned, and continuing to the construction by the United States and the eventual return of the canal to the Panamanian government. 9. Visit Biomuseo, Museum of Biodiversity at Panama. When you look out at the ocean from the old city, or perhaps from your high-rise hotel room, you may notice a colorful building off in the distance towards the entrance to the canal. This is the Biomuseo, designed by the famous architect Frank Gehry. This unusually shaped building is set in the Amador Causeway and is surrounded by walking and biking trails. Inside, 8 galleries showcase the natural and cultural history of Panama. Free guides are on hand and are more than happy to show you around and answer any questions you might have. 10. Learn about wildlife at the Panama Rainforest Discovery Center. Outing or fun destination for anyone who wants to experience nature without embarking on a long hike. One of the main things to do here is climb up the 100-foot observation tower, where you can experience the various levels of the jungle canopy. The tower is reached via a 1.1-kilometer hiking trail, which also winds down to Lake Calamito and offers plenty of opportunity to spot the abundant wildlife. Sloths, monkeys, coatis, toucans, and a variety of other birds are some of the usual suspects seen here. Another highlight is watching the hummingbirds come and go at the feeders. There are limited facilities here, so be sure to pack a lunch or snacks. That was all from us today. For more similar content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.